do it.
New man starts today, doesn't he, Sarge?
Yeah. PC Harvest's been back on the wire.
No, not yet.
Best give him a call. It's over 20 minutes ago.
Probably his radio, Sarge. Can never get a good reception that side of the gasworks.
Just the same. You better give him a call. If you can't raise him, contact the area car. Get them to check it out.
375, you receiving me?
Oh, and you'd better give Sergeant Wilding his morning call.
Get your hands off me! You're hurting yourself! I haven't done wrong! I haven't done any wrong!
Morning. Come to the business, will you, Frank?
Yeah, to the PC, you can't raise. How long ago was that?
Morning. Morning, Jack.
Morning, Frank.
Any Celeste? Not really, no. I got a D&D down in cell 2. We'll need to have a word about.
Oh, yeah.
CID, I got one in the truth room.
Is it true?
Details in the book.
Mill,
Seems like a nice quiet night.
Living stone.
What's with the superstars then? Who they got?
Bloke name of Harris. Comes out of the flats in John Knox Street.
Harris? Tony Harris, one of Georgie Taylor's uppos, if my memory serves me right.
Generally does, Jack.
What they pull him in for?
Took his place over looking for the Tom from that last burglary.
Right,
Your best mate's the kiddie. Morning.
All right, then.
What, Galloping Galloway?
Right.
Might have known. Don't that man ever go home?
We're in it, Jack. This is it.
Yeah. Right then, any tea on the brew?
Yeah. Do the honours, son. Oh, by the way, your new boy's here.
Is he indeed? Seems got a clean one. Do you want to, right? Where'd you put him?
In the restroom, having a cup of tea.
I'll nip through and see him before I do the place.
Oh, by the way, I've ended up all the night stuff for you, mate. Save you a bit of time.
Thanks, Frank. Oh, Frank. Send the tea, please, with. Morning, son. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir. Sarge.
Decided to join the early turn, did you?
I just thought I'd get stuck in, Sarge.
Good, good. You, nervous?
No, Sarge? Well, perhaps a little.
Well, I'll be a bit worried if you weren't. Finish your brew. Got the morning sheet to do, ready for parade. And come on through when you're done, right? I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you, Sarge.
Hello. Yeah, you have to speak up a bit. Yeah. I see. Can you see the name of the pub?
Morning, lads.
Morning, Sarge.
Right then, essayed on. One new man. All present and correct. Right, sit yourself down.
Well, come over here and I'll show you what to do, eh?
Right then, first thing on the agenda is to introduce you all to the new man. Now, PC Carver is just starting his probation, and this is his first posting. And as is usual, I want everyone here to give him all the help and all the encouragement that he needs. Now, you notice, son, I said help and encouragement, and not advice. If you need advice, you will. You don't ask this shout, okay? Now, if you want good advice, you come to see me or any of your other duty officers, right? All right, settle down. Right, then you can hand these out, please, PC Carver. Right, chop, lad. Right then, first page, first item. As you can see, that we had another break-in last night. That now makes a total of 15 break-ins on that part of the manor in the last 3 months. Now, the MO on last night's little caper was very similar. Now, notice I said similar. Now, the CID got nothing, except for a footprint, found at the rear of the premises, below the window where entry was gained. We are waiting for a plaster cast to be sent down, but as is usual, we'll probably be the last in the long line. Now, the said footprint is believed to be that of a small person. It could be a youth, or it could be a woman. Now, markings on the sole indicate a trainer or sneaker-type footwear. And I think that's all we have on that. Meanwhile, all we can do at this stage is to up the cover on that part of the manor, and you'll all be informed. Meanwhile, just let's try and keep a keen eye out there, OK?
Sarge.
Right then, on to item 2. As you all probably know, that the school holidays are about to start. Yes, I know, and you're all looking forward to it in your usual gusto. Now, the Knox Street buildings. Let's try and keep a keen eye out there. But please, let's not go over the top. I want it firm, but as low profile as possible. I don't want a repeat of last year's aggro. Now, again, there's a new caretaker on the estate, a Mr. Stagg, a Mr. Alan Stagg. Now, make a point on making a regular call on this chappie. He's there all the time, and you're not. You're coming helpful and putting the finger on any potential troublemongers. That's if they need pointing out. Now, we've already had some complaints from a few of the residents about gangs of youths hanging about and causing the disturbances in and around the estate. Now, again, I want firmness with friendliness and an all-round sense of community belonging. Just get to know these kids before playing the big copper. It'll pay dividends in the end. Now, there's much one last point on this subject. I underline the word firmness. Get to know these kids, but not, and I repeat, not at the expense of being a good copper. It's the law first and fair play second. That's the rule of thumb, right?
Sarge.
Right then. PC's Green and Wallace, you'll be on mobile today. PC's Reed and Morton, you'll be on number 5 beat, and keep a special eye on the Knox Street buildings. I see you're in court today, PC Litton.
Yes, Sarge. Frank in case.
Yes, we'll go with PC Rawlings on number 6 beat. And keep an eye on the road junction at Merton and Ferriby. The DW are digging again.
Oh, not again, Sarge.
Yes, again. And if it gets silly, give us a shout.
Yes, Sarge.
And you, knock off at 9, get back here, have some breakfast and be in court by 10:30.
Sarge.
3 times this month, they must be digging for gold, then.
Yes, and you'll be on front office, PC Morgan.
Oh, thank you,
All
Sarge.
right. And WPC Ackland, hang behind, I'll have a few words with you. Right then, any questions? Right then, now let's hit the road and keep it mean and keep it clean.
We're having a lovely day. See you later.
Right then, young man. Suppose you'll wonder what's in store for you.
Yes, Sarge.
Well, I think first a guided tour of the neck, then we'll take you in to meet the inspector. Right, follow me.
Come.
Morning, sir.
Oh, morning, Jack. Ah, I knew we
Truth, I see.
Yes, sir. In you come, lad. PC Carver, sir. PC Carver, Inspector Deeping.
Sir.
Okay, okay. Cool. Right you are, sir.
Welcome to Salthouse Station, PC Carver.
Thank you, sir.
Well, all right, lad, relax. Stand at ease. You'll find we're an informal bunch around here. Not all the time, mind.
Sir.
Well, how are the digs? Okay.
Fine, sir.
Yeah,
Just
we're Mrs. Chambers, right?
That's correct, sir.
You are husband. Good man. First-rate policeman. I'm glad we could fix you in there. These section houses are two-bus job, and they're pushed for space anyway. Okay, then. Well, I see by your file you have all the makings of a fine officer.
Thank you, sir.
I also see you intend staying in the uniform branch. No ambition for CID?
No, sir.
Any particular reason for this?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm a firm believer in traditional policing methods, sir.
Yes.
And well, sir, well, that is the uniform branch are pre, and most of the other branches, including CID, are post. We prevent or try to, sir. The others... Sir?
That's a very interesting attitude for one so young. I thought much the same myself as a young police constable. You may well change your mind after a few months on the street.
Well, I hope not, sir.
Yeah, so do I. Well, it's the norm now for me to give you the standard textbook pep talk, but having read your file and now having met you, I don't think it'll be necessary. I trust you already know what is expected of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I believe you do. Well, good luck then once again. Welcome to Sunhill. Oh, PC Carver.
Sir?
You give my very best to Mrs. Chambers, won't you?
What is it? Any news on PC Litton's exam results yet, Sarge?
I wouldn't tell you if there was, Taffy.
Making him sweat a bit, eh?
You're about due for confirmation, aren't you?
Aye, 6 more weeks to go.
Uh-huh. You going for CID?
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew, Sergeant.
There's your cheeky leaky. Oh, well, he didn't bite you then?
Seems like a nice bloke, Sarge.
Yeah, well, that specimen there's PC Taffy Morgan. Can't sing, can't play snooker, but no lump of coal from a King Edward.
Pleased to meet you, boy. Welcome to Sandhill Looney Bin.
Pleased to meet you. Taff.
Aye. No one can get their lips around my proper name, including me. It's a very Welsh name, you see.
Mine's Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. Very unusual, too.
Don't let him get you, lad. A regular Welsh wind-up. Thinks he's the Max Boyce of Sunhill Nick.
Him? He's not a proper Welshman, not like me.
Right then. They teach you how to do the most important thing at Hendon.
Sarge?
Tea, lad. Make tea.
Yes, well, where's the park?
Where you last saw it, I'll be back in a jiffy. And if you want anything, see the cheeky leaky there.
Do you know, it's a lot more informal than I expected.
Yeah, well, it's not the army, Jim. Oh, you're lucky, really. Wilding's one of the best.
It seems so.
Where's your governor, son?
Oh, he's in with the inspector, sir.
Yeah. I wonder when he comes out.
D.I. Galloway, CID. Now, you do very well to stay clear of that one, Jim.
Proper pig, he is.
I think you make a good prospect, then.
Oh, bright lad. Naive as per norm, but bright enough. Came top his section the hack course.
Human awareness training. What would they dream up next?
Don't knock it, Jack. Very important part of the job these days.
I'm not knocking it, Sam. We've seen it all before. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on our new charge.
As ever. Right, what's the problem?
Well, night shift brought in a DD. Jack. Yeah, I know, Sam, but this one is slightly different.
Oh?
Yeah, he's got a clean sheet. He seems like a nice, quiet member of society, except that his knuckles are all skinned, hands bruised.
Fight?
Well, there's no disturbance logged. And I've tried ringing his home a couple of times. Can't get an answer.
Why so late with the worries?
Well, night shift couldn't get a coherent word out.
Okay. Well, you better send someone round there, PC, WPC.
Well, I'm very short on manpower, Sam. And I was thinking of WPC Ackland and the new lad, Carver.
First day?
Well, I've got PC Morgan on Comdex. Couldn't put young Carver on there on his first day. That wouldn't be fair.
David,
And she's puppy
wait.
walked before.
Yeah, okay, Jack. Don't you think best?
It's probably nothing anyway.
Look, I told you I'd be down in about
He's probably got
10
more
minutes.
to worry about from WPC Ackland. Anything on the beat?
Right, fine.
Joke was it, Sarge?
Morning.
A word in your shell, please. You're all cocked up again.
What's the first I've heard?
Yeah. The PC Rawlings.
What about it?
No. Look at the damage report. And you lot wonder why we call you Woodentops and Wallies.
If you've got any complaints, Inspector, you put them through the proper channels, OK?
Yeah, just about the SP for your mob, eh? On the proper channel.
Yeah, and it's a pity your mob's not the same.
And it's a bloody pity your little mob don't learn to keep their bloody hands off things when they get called out on a breaking into. PC bloody rolling stabs were everywhere.
If that's the case, Inspector, be rest assured PC Rawlings will be on the muddy
You
carpet,
just see
OK?
that he is, yeah?
Is that
Just
all,
shut up.
Inspector?
No, it ain't! I've got two officers watching George Taylor's drum. Huh? Tell your mum to stay clear. Be just our luck to have one of your boys putting his big foot in it again.
With all due respect, Inspector, instructions of that nature are better passed on to my lads at parade time. We have one, 5 to every shift start. However, I'll see about getting it passed along. Now, will that be all, Inspector?
Oh, Sarge. Ah, you've seen him then, the rum.
And who gave you permission to leave your desk, PC Morgan? And I'll have your ruddy guts on a pike if I ever be referred to a sin officer in that man again, do you hear, lad?
Yes, Sergeant.
You know, you're lucky. They don't normally let probates loose on the public for the first week.
Yes, I know. Short on manpower. Sorry, I mean personnel.
Yeah, well, very soon they'll drop that W out. We're all police constables, regardless of sex. Oh. Or are you one of those male bastion types?
Not at all.
Right then. We all set?
Yes, Sarge.
Good. Now, nice and casual, OK? If you can't get an answer, check with the neighbours.
Anything else, Sarge?
Yes, there is one thing. CID have got a couple of buds keeping tabs on Georgie Taylor's drum. And when you get there and you
don't
can't...
acknowledge or make our presence felt.
OK then. Right. Right then, lad. Now listen, watch and learn. OK?
Right, Sarge.
Right. Walkies.
It's called puppy walking, sir. You'll get used to it.
Who's this George Taylor chap then?
George Taylor's the local villain. Local hard man. CID have been after him for a long, long time.
Oh. Well, I gather from Taff, PC Morgan? But Sergeant Moulding and that CID bod don't hit it off.
That's an understatement. Oh, D.I. Galloway's a bright bastard, make no mistake. Good cop of mine.
Not sure. I mean, you don't make DI without being on the ball, do you?
Well, I'm not sure as I entirely agree with that statement. I take your point. I suppose you're going to try for CID if you stick it out?
Oh, no, not me. I'll stick with the uniform branch.
We'll see.
Well, CID doesn't interest me in any shape or form. Oh, this is what I like.
I can see you and Dave getting on like a house on fire.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave Litton. You met him at parade this morning.
Oh, yes, he's in court today, right?
Yeah. Well, he was a bit like you until he did his 2-week attachment to CID. Came back to us a changed man. CID are his gods, especially bloody D.I. Galloway.
Has he been in long enough now?
Yeah. He sat the exams 2 months ago. Been on tenterhooks ever since. Those silly sods already talking like CID. He already refers to us lot as Woodentop.
Really?
Yeah.
How's the Sarge feel about that?
wouldn't dare say anything like that in front of Sarge. Skin him alive.
I bet he would. Do you know, I like him. He seems like a really good bloke.
Oh, he is. Mind you, foul up and he's down on you like a ton of... Oi! You don't ride on the pavement, right?
No, miss.
Where'd you live?
Up the street, in a flat.
Where you been? Paper round?
Yes, miss.
What's your name, son?
With the summons, miss. I'm sorry, miss. I won't do it again. Honest.
You're all right, Winston. On your way, and don't let me catch you doing it again.
No, miss.
You're wondering why I asked him his name, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, I asked him his name because there have been a spate of break-ins on the patch recently.
I know there's...
Now, a paper boy might just know who's home and who's away, right?
Right.
I'll check when we get back to the Nick if all the injured parties have a paper delivered. If so, from which shop? Follow me?
Yes.
CID may well have overlooked the possibility. You'll learn. Come on!
Shall I try next door?
Yeah, just ask if the lady's
She's
normally
gone.
home.
You won't get an answer there.
Where? Do you know where she's gone?
You know the lady then?
Yeah, I know. Well, she's had enough of the old man, see, so she packed her bags and had it away.
And you saw her leave?
I helped her pack. Her old man's like a wet weekend. Right silly crap.
Yes, well, when was this, madam?
Yesterday afternoon, before old silly balls came out.
Thanks. Thank you for your help.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome, I'm sure.
Cooey, I'll say hello.
Yes, madam?
I wonder, did that lady tell you about old Mrs. Dunn in number 87?
No, what about her?
Well, she's very old, see. Nobody's seen her for a while. She's always sticking her bloody nose in.
Well, how long since you seen Mrs. Dunn, madam?
Well, I'm a busy woman, see. I mean, I do try.
Yeah, how long, madam?
Must be about 3 weeks.
Go and get the caretaker. Is it this flat, madam?
No, it's that one. And if you go down there, you'll find him somewhere. Just have to wander about.
Lady, I ain't got keys to every flipping flat.
Sure, John. You should have done something about this old girl.
You just watch it. Nothing you and all.
Mrs. Dunn. Are you in, Mrs. Dunn?
Well, the police come. They broke down the door.
Oh my God.
Was she in there?
Don't go in.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous. Come on. Oh, Christ. God almighty.
God, I bet you that was an horrible sight.
William, it's your best lad. Haven't been dead for 3 weeks.
I bet you the place.
All right. There's the gruesome details.
Poor old Jimmy. First time out, first day even.
Sarge.
Don't tell me. Case cooked, mate.
Yeah, it seems that Mr. Franklin's on a sick list, Sarge.
All right, grab yourself a cuppa. We'll sort something out.
Cheers, Sarge. Where's our new boy then? Had enough already, has he?
Poor little sod. Hey, he went up with WPC Ackland.
Should have put anyone off.
Excuse me, Sarge. Can you just check these through for me, please?
Right, sure, love. Let's go through to your desk.
Think she heard?
All right, ears like a bat, that one.
She looks a bit green behind the gills. Anything else?
So would you.
Take a deep breath. You should be used to all that nonsense by now.
Yeah, I know, Sarge. I thought I was. It's just that sometimes when they...
Yeah, I know. Sometimes they slip under your guard.
Yeah, and how?
The old flats down by Garden Lane. Oh, horrible.
Not a murder.
No. An old deer died a natural, but a horrible sight by all accounts.
So you keep saying, old son. So you keep saying. Oh, hello, Guff.
Hello, Dave. How's it going? Okay?
Oh, all right, you know, keep pressing, know what I mean, Guff?
Yeah, don't you mean, old son?
Here, Guff.
Especially days.
Excuse us,
Yes.
Look, come on through to a moment. I know. It's a rough, tough old job. We do it right, and it's all we get what's in our wage packets at the end of the month. Do it wrong, and we get so much shit.
Yeah, I know, Sarge, I know.
Listen, you do yourself a favour. Take some good advice from an old hand. Never get emotionally involved with anybody in the job. It's a million for cock-up all round. It never works, love, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, you're too classy for the likes of Dave Litton.
Do you think so?
I know so. Oh, if I was 10 years younger, I'd be dancing off your feet. Come on, got work to do.
Yeah, they're like little puppies, Dave. A good grass needs its couple of squeeze now and again. They not only need it, man, so they like it. You know what I mean?
Yes, Gav.
You said Johnson one year, Jay.
How's the tailor thing shaping, Guff? Or shouldn't I ask?
That's all right, Dave. It's not moving too well, actually. He's a slippery little bastard, but I'll nail him. The two lads doing our bees on him, so stay clever, eh?
Oh, of course, Guff. I mean, I'd never acknowledge any of your team while I'm out on patrol. Well, you never know, eh, Guff?
That's right, Dave. You never know. Well, shouldn't be too long now, eh? You're glad to get rid of those buttons, won't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, why not just?
John!
Sit in, Guff.
Yeah, Dave.
Hello, sunshine. All right, are we?
Well, yes, thanks.
You don't look it. Found a sniffer here.
Yeah, it's an old lady. It's a bit messy. It's pitiful.
Yeah. First day, I know. Still, you'll get used to it.
Well, I don't think so.
Dave Litton didn't get a chance to proper intro this morning.
Jimmy Carver, it's nice to meet you.
Woodentop's lot, I'm afraid, directing traffic and finding old stiffs. Don't tell you that at Hendon, though, do they?
Well, they do, but it just don't seem real then.
Nothing was real there, old son.
What's this doing in my bin, Jack? It's a beat crime, not CID, okay?
Bloody superstars.
You wait till you do your CID attachment, old son. You'll soon see, all right? All this yes sir, no sir stuff. Thrown right out.
Right then, feeling better?
Yes, Sarge, thanks. Much better.
I said he'll get used to it, eh, Sarge?
If you say so, PC Litton. Right then. This man needs a bit of fresh air. Take him out on foot patrol. Show him the manner.
Sarge.
Oh, and just one thing, CID I got
A couple of blokes keeping OBs on George Taylor's gaff. I know, Sarge. D.I. Galloway told me.
Oh, did he now?
Walkies.
Yeah, all this traditional policing method stuff. Just a load of old whitewash the top brass dreamed up. I don't really believe it. It all sounds good. A load of old crap. Well, how long you been in now then, Dave? Just over 2 years. Can't wait to get out of this lot, though. It's a mug's game.
No, I'm afraid you're going to have to come in. No, there's a few forms to fill in. Yes,
You had words with Rawlings yet?
Not yet, Inspector. When I do, you'll be first to know.
Yeah, I'd better.
You're handicapped.
Inspector.
Come in and fill them in for you.
WPC Ackland, they called to stop a young lad this morning. Paper boy. Was wearing sneakers.
So does just about every other kid in the world.
Yeah, I know, right?
Tomorrow morning, about 7 o'clock.
So you lot figure Paperboy, Snakers, break-ins, connections, right?
A possibility. Just plain old foot patrol info being passed on.
And you think CID haven't covered that angle already?
Right. And your address, Mrs. Water?
What do you think I'm running in here?
17.
What are you spotted dumbbells?
No helping some people, though.
8376.
It's a place to keep an eye on. All the local yobs use it. From time to time we go in and turn it over. Why? Because it needs it, that's why. Most of the kids in there are on drugs. When they can't get in, they switch to glue. Should have been closed down years ago.
You ever been across on your own, you know? Just popped in to chat with the owner.
Listen, mate, you don't go into places like that on your jack, right? I don't believe you.
Well, why not?
Don't even think about it, all right?
WPC Ackland tends to be as cynical as you.
Oh, is that right? Hold on.
What's the matter?
Quick, follow me.
What is it?
We had 2 yobs in the back garden. So what do we do? We keep quiet, right, and see what's what. All right, come on, there's the police. Get over the wall, Jim. What? Get over the wall! Right, where's your mate?
Okay, you hurting me.
All right.
All right, lads. Coming out. I don't want to come in there and get you.
You're in trouble.
That's a good
What
boy.
we're doing has been Mr. Honest.
Right then. What you two doing then?
We're not doing nothing, Mr. Honest. Honest.
What were you doing in there then?
Well, you better come clean, lads. Us is down the station. It's up to you.
Oh, we was just after apples. That's scrumping, Mr.
I
Honest.
saw you this morning, lad, didn't I?
Yeah, you and that lady cop were told us off for riding my bike.
Right, turn
that's
out your
right.
pockets. Come on, let's see what you've got.
Oh, WPC Ackland told this lad off this morning.
Mum and Dad told me never to ride in
Be
road.
quiet. Pick him up. Pick him up. Right. I think we'll take these two down to Nick. You get their names and addresses. I said, be quiet! You get their names and addresses, I'll put a call out the car.
The
all right?
station, surely it's not
You're
well.
not allowed to do that, man. What's wrong with you?
There's 2 lads doing what kids have been doing since a year dot. There's only scrumping.
That's what it's doing, mister.
Look, just give me a moment, will ya? Right, lads. Right, names. I know you're Winston Summers. What's yours?
Look, we'll do this down to Nick, all right?
Right, Better sit quiet, right, while we sort this out.
Hey,
Shut up. What do you think you're doing?
Dave, there's no harm done. There was only scrumping.
Done, you silly little bark. Now, just get their names and addresses, all right? I'm going to put out a corporate car.
What a bloody first-class cock.
Sarge, you weren't
Silence! Right, now let's get this straight. You caught those two kids messing around in the back garden,
Yeah, that's right.
And then you figured they was up to no good,
Yeah, well,
right?
it was possible, Sarge.
Yes, it bloody well was. And you bloody young fool, decided to play the social-minded young copper, huh? Smack their wrist and send them home.
Sarge, I was
Silence! Don't you ever think about me, lad. Don't you realise what you've done? Don't you realise what the consequences could be?
Yes, Sarge, but...
Silence, don't interrupt me! If that lad in there, or his parents, decide to push this, you, PC Carver, made bloody history. Suspended on your first ruddy day. And you ruddy well watched it all happen. Don't you understand when you go out into that beat with a probationary PC in tow is your bloody responsibility? He cocks it up and so do you. Do you understand, PC Len? Yes, Sarge. Good. I hope you bear it in mind. Right, you, out. And I'll talk with you later. Fine first day you put in. You remember, lad, things are different. We can't go onto that beat and start dishing out what punishment we think's fit. That's not our job.
Sarge, I was
I
only...
know what you were trying to do, lad, but you was wrong. Now you're in lumber, so is Litton, and so am I. Just shut up and listen and learn. Now, the rule book is your Bible. I want you to read it, learn it, and act by it. It was made with everybody in mind, and that includes you. Do we understand, probationer?
Sarge.
Good. Now book off and get off home. You've done enough harm for one day. Go on your bike, laddie.
Sarge.
What?
Sarge. Well, what do I do? What happens now?
You go home and you worry, lad. You're not out of the woods yet. You've got one thing in your favour. This shift's still got 3/4 of an hour to run. The incident hasn't been logged in the action book yet. Go on.
Yeah, problem?
Nothing I can't cope with, I hope.
Go on, for you.
Spare us a few minutes, please, Roy.
Come in.
George Taylor.
What about him? Oh, no. Your mob hasn't been around.
Oh, no, my lot's been nowhere near him.
That's something at least, eh?
Well, you know him fairly well.
What have I done? What are you trying to say, Jack?
Look, boy, I'm trying to ask for your help, but you don't exactly make it easy, do you?
You got some bloody front, do you know that? Especially after that business earlier.
I am poxed off with your mob, bunging every silly little beat crime over to us, right?
Look, that's a separate issue.
No. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, Jack. It's a separate issue. Just for the moment.
So what's the SP?
I had a new probationer start today.
Yeah, I saw him. So?
Well, I sent him out on foot patrol with PC Litton earlier.
Good lad, Dave Litton. Do well in our mob.
Yeah, provided he gets the chance.
Well, I have a bit of good information that he's done well at the exams. Unless you know something I don't, Jack.
Well, you could say that. Look, Litton and Carver pulled two lads while out on patrol. Caught them messing around in the back garden.
Yeah.
Well, things got a mite silly, and the new laddie wanted to clip them round here and send them off home.
Just like the old days, eh, Jack?
Yeah. Well, before PC Litton could do anything, the new man did exactly that.
Well, bunged him around the lug. Good luck to him, all right?
Yeah, the young lad that he clipped round here was Reggie Taylor, Georgie Taylor's lad.
I don't believe you, Mum. I really
Look, I
don't.
sent the two kids home, and I'm still worried about a complaint being made. I've got to talk with Georgie Taylor, seeing as you know, I hope you'll ease the way.
You are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I've got two of my wares well up on off, and Georgie Taylor goes the other way.
I've got
I'm in the shit, so it's gone.
Evening, Mr. Galloway, sir.
George. Pint of bitter, please, love. On a scotch. Drink.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, and a packet of nuts. Yeah. Mixed, love.
Is this a social call or what?
George meets Sergeant Worley.
Mr. Taylor?
Oh, mister. You're always iffy when you lot start with all that bit. Do I sit or do I leg it?
You're all right, George, for the time being, that is. See me father, love. It's his treat.
Oh, turn it up, Gov. I'm being a good boy, honest.
Yeah, of course you are, George. Of course you are. Be over there when you're done, huh?
Thanks. Excuse me, Mr. Taylor. Can we have a chat?
Oh, yeah, what about?
Well, it's about your young lad, Reg.
Well, what's he been up to? Look, if my lad's in any bother, I'll straighten him out, so help us. One wrong in a family's enough, right?
Yeah. Look, Mr. Taylor, two of my lads caught your lad and a pal of his messing around in a back garden earlier today.
Git.
Oh, no, it's nothing serious. It's just scrumping. There's no harm done.
Oh?
Look, I got this brand spanking new probationer under my wing, fresh out of Hendon.
Pity you, so?
Well, it was him that collared your lad, Reg.
Oh, go on, tell us. He wanted to nick somebody. They're all the same, these new ones. You should have given him a bang round ear hole and sent him home, like in the old days. Bleeding new coppers.
I'm glad you see it like that, Mr. Taylor, because it's exactly what the said probationer did.
Straight up?
Afraid so.
Well, I'll fall about in our backyard. There's hope for you lot yet. So, what's the problem?
I don't think there is one, Mr. Taylor. Can I buy you another scotch? Right. I'm going back to the station. Well, thanks a lot, boy. That's a lot off my mind.
Nah, that's what you owe me. Remember, Jack, a big one. Won't bail you out a second time.
You call it any time you like. I appreciate it.
I didn't do it for you. Or you new bloody trug. I did it for Dave Litton. Snot-nosed probationer needs his bloody asking for putting Dave up an offer like that. And so do you. For putting him out so soon.
Bloody superstars.
Come.
Ought to have learnt to close that a lot quieter by now, Sam.
You must have smelled it, Jack.
Join me? It's about the best offer I've had all day.
Bad as that, eh?
Oh, don't ask. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's better. I suppose you've heard, Sam.
There's nothing goes on in this station I don't know about, Jack. You should have realised that by now.
Yeah, nothing gets past you, Sam.
It's your own bloody fault. Putting him out too soon.
Yeah, I
So, you've been working overtime to pull his arse out of the fire.
All part of the job, Sam.
Ho, ho, ho. Hark at the hard man of son ill Nick. Yeah, I remember a few years back when we were pounding the pavement of Islington together.
A few years back, Sam. More like 20.
Was it as long as that? Well, you were a stickler for the rules in those days, mate, I can tell you.
Things were different then, Sam. Coppers were looked up to. And what Carver did out there today is exactly what me and you have done. Took the buggers round here and packed them off home.
Yeah, well, like you said, mate, things were different. Anyway, you get it all sorted.
Yeah, I got it all sussed. Except that I asked Galloway for some help, though.
I'll bet that hurt the old pride a bit.
You're enjoying this, aren't you, Sam?
Well, it's your own fault, Jack. You would say a sergeant.
Oh, don't start all that again, Sam. I like it at my level, and I'm good at it.
Oh, I'll give you that.
Thanks very much.
Don't mention it. No, you'd have made a good inspector, Jack.
You weren't a bad sergeant, Sam. Not that you was one for too long.
No, sometimes I regret not staying a sergeant. I miss the contact, your level of involvement.
Yeah, well, you've been here, and I ain't been there. Cheers.
Cheers.
What's the trouble with this job, Sam? We never really leave that off, do we? Not really. Night.
All right.